So I'm starting a little late today with a vlog. I didn't really do a lot of exciting stuff this morning. I was up late last night. I kind of slept in today. It's about 12:45, I think, right now in the just past noon. I ate lunch. I walked Echo, all that. I need to go drop off my rent check, and I need to go turn my car in so that it can start getting fixed. So I got approved for the loan, which is awesome. My mom helped me out with that, which was great. So that's one less thing I got to stress about. This week I have surgery in just a few days on Thursday, so I'm trying to get all this stuff done before then, so I'm not stressing out, and that way I can just leave my car at the the mechanic so he can fix it while I'm recuperating. And then also Thursday is when rent is due, so I have a money order now. We're gonna go drop that off today, and then I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do anything really exciting today, but I'll record what I can, and hopefully it makes a good video. All right, my car is dropped off. I don't know how much it's going to cost yet. They're going to send me a quote in a little bit. Luckily, it's not as damaged as we thought, so the clutch may be a little bit cheaper to repair. We'll see. Other than that, but I definitely have to order like all new parts, so it's going to cost a pretty good amount. Luckily, I have that loan, so the money's in my account, and we'll settle that soon. And then I'm on my way now back home so I can get the money order, go drop that off. So like an idiot, I left my house keys on my car key ring, so I had to walk back up there to the mechanic and get my car keys. So now I'm like exhausted. I bought Gatorade though, and some sunflower seeds to snack on for later. When I get nervous, I used to bite my fingers, but now I kind of chew on the sunflower seeds. It kind of helps me stop biting on my fingers. Doesn't always work, but then again, I don't always buy sunflower seeds, so that's what I'm gonna have later as I'm getting nervous, counting down to Thursday. So I just came from the post office. I mailed my rent check, which is good. Have another month in the house or the apartment I live in, which is nice to know. You have a roof over your head sometimes. Then I also bought one of these tubes so I can ship a poster out. I shipped one out recently for YouTube prize, and I might be shipping out more, so I figured I would just be prepared, and they're only $2, so it wasn't that bad. And now I'm heading to this place that's about 2 blocks from where I live. Apparently it's gonna have a package that my mom sent me, but that UPS didn't leave on my doorstep, and they brought it over to like a location nearby, so I'm gonna go try to pick that up. I have another package at Golden Apple from my friend Tracy. I won't be able to go get that today because I don't have a car to get there, so I'll probably have to get that after my surgery or something, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm back home now. Rent is paid for, just waiting to get the call on how much my car will cost. My God, it's been a day so far. I also got this package from my mom. Like I said, UPS didn't drop it off on my front door. They decided to bring it to a nearby place, which was fine because actually the place was a lot closer than I thought it was. It was literally a few minute walk after I dropped my rent check off. So that was really nice of them to drop it off so close, because before I had that happen and it was dropped off like, it was not close enough to walk, I should say. Echo likes to open packages. Come up here. Let's see what we got. All right, Echo, come on. First up, we got Deadpool socks. Awesome. Not a big Deadpool fan, but I am a fan of socks, so we were gonna wear those. What else did my mom send? Pajama pants? Oh yeah. So I'm a sucker for pajama pants. It's pretty much the only thing I wear outside of, like, if I have to go to work, I wear my khakis at Lego, and then I have jeans too, obviously. But I prefer pajama pants. I really like pajama pants. So she sent me basically a pajama outfit to wear post-surgery, which was really nice of her. And she made it a Deadpool t-shirt too, this marks my first Deadpool t-shirt. So thank you, Mom. I will definitely wear that. Dental sticks there and dental sticks here. So we're gonna go ahead and give them one. Echo, you want a treat? Huh? Here you go, Bubba. Oh boy. Oh, and we got a card from my mom. And it has a gift card of some kind in there. Let's see. Is it McDonald's? It is a McDonald's gift card. So I've been really good. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in like 6 or 7 weeks. And I think that's because, actually it's been about 4 weeks. And then the other day I cracked and had McDonald's for the first time. And then it's almost like my mom cosmically knew, and she's sending me all these McDonald's gift cards. I'm trying to not eat at McDonald's. Mom, you're killing me here with these. So I will finish up these gift cards. Maybe I will, give one to a homeless person. I've done that before. I hope that doesn't offend you, Mom, but I can't keep eating McDonald's. Stop sending me McDonald's gift cards. It's put money in my account so I can get something fresh, like apples or something. I got to start eating better and get water or something. I'll still drink soda, I'm sure, but I got to cut out a lot of this stuff. I got to stop doing it. I'm killing myself even faster than science is trying to kill me. It's about, I think, 6:30 maybe. I can't remember what time it is, but I heard back from my car. It's actually going to cost a little bit less than I thought it was going to cost, which is great because I was online doing my own research and pricing out what a 4-piece kit would cost for my clutch and other parts that I might need. Turns out I also need like a flywheel, which luckily isn't that expensive, and then also I need 2 back tires, which aren't that expensive either, actually. So I really gotta thank this guy who is the mechanic up the street from me. He is amazing, is really doing me a big favor here and helped me out and providing good service too. These guys have worked on my car before, so it was nice to already have that relationship with them, and they're very nice. So they're gonna look over my car, make sure it's 100% ready, and I might even have it fully done before I go in for surgery on Thursday. So I might be able to go check it out and take my car for a ride and get like some quick lunch or something like that, or maybe go buy a comic book so I can have a comic book or two waiting for me when I get back home. Even though I probably won't read them for like 2 days, it'll still, just the comfort of a new comic in my house would be really nice. So I'm just one less thing off my shoulders. Looks like I'm gonna have a little bit of extra money left over from the loan to pay the car, so that I'm just gonna save that for now. It'll go towards maybe rent next month. And then my mom also has offered to get me a big gift for while I'm recovering, so I'm gonna go pick that up at the Lego store tomorrow. She said just buy it. It's big, but just do it so that you have something, because it is sometimes, like I said, it's good to keep my brain going. Post-surgery, I don't want to overdo myself. I probably will get exhausted, and I'll probably have to take breaks in between bags. It might take me 3-4 days to build this thing, but it's just a good slow process to get me, slowly back on my feet and stuff. So I love building. Lego is just like my life. Obviously, I have a part-time job there, so I'm just so happy. So far, this week is starting off really well, and I really owe it to a lot of good people that have seemed to appear in my life over the past few years, and going to talking to these guys again at this mechanic down the street. It's just nice that I'm out of all the bad luck I've been having lately, that there's some light at the end of the tunnel and I'm actually reaching it. So it's before I go into the next tunnel, I'm sure. So it's nice, and I really want to thank you guys for supporting and being by my side during this. All right, so it's the end of my day today, I think. I didn't really do that much, exciting things, obviously. Like I said, my life is normally pretty boring, but I would try to, think of some interesting things to film, or only film on days that I think I might have stuff to share with you guys. Today, we just had a lot of personal stuff to do. I had to, take my car in and, bring it down to the mechanic down the street, and then I had to pay rent, pick up a package, just normal, boring, everyday stuff. And to wrap up my day, I'm just going to put together a quick little Lego set. I've been sitting on it for a while. This was part of the Volcano series that I've been collecting, and I bought them, like way back when they first came out. And so I had this little starter set, which comes with a couple people, researchers and scientists, photographers, stuff like that. And I haven't built it yet. So I figured, all right, this will be something nice and easy that I can just kind of work on while I'm making this end of the day video and wrapping everything up. I like building, Lego stuff, obviously, because it just keeps my mind off things. I always have a lot on my mind. Right now I have, I'm shipping out my previous Kickstarter, and then my current Kickstarter, I'm way behind on writing it. And the main reason for that is because I keep changing things. As a writer, I'm never really happy with what I produce right away. My first drafts, I always just throw the ideas on paper, and then I think, okay, I can cut this down and make it something really solid, and then I think I do, and then I reread it, or I examine it again, or I watch like a movie or read a book. Like I just finished the Harry Potter book, the first one, Sorcerer's Stone, and it just got my wheels working in a slightly different way. And I always like challenging myself as a writer and creator, and I don't like to just write the same style the same way each time. I want to bring something new to the table. I want to evolve constantly, but I also want to keep the things that I think are my my strengths while also, you know, improving on the things that I believe are my weaknesses or that other people tell me are my weaknesses. And one of those is dialogue. You know, a lot of people who have read my stuff, who like my stuff, you know, I've had probably the most comments on dialogue. I would say some people be like, oh, you know, that dialogue didn't read a certain way, or, you know, and I really stress about that. I read these things out loud. Sometimes I have friends of mine who are actors read the lines to me so I can hear them and judge for myself if they fit or not. So sometimes I'm reading them in a completely different way, or I'm overthinking it, so on and so forth. So I'm trying to find that middle ground where my dialogue comes across a little bit better than, you know, it does on the average. And I think I'm starting to get there, especially with Neverland, because I want everyone to sound youthful, and I'm not really good at that. I wouldn't say that's a strength of mine. I would say, like, when I was writing Monomyth and stuff, you know, even though the characters were young and they were supposed to be, like, you know, just turning 18 and, you know, becoming adventurers and going out and stopping this big threat, I still felt like they talked a little wiser than 18-year-olds, or at least talked wiser than myself when I was 18. And I kind of want to, you know, I don't want to write dumb kids, especially. Like, I wouldn't say I was dumb when I was, you know, 18 and younger. You're just inexperienced, or you're, you know, maybe a little naive, or you just don't see the world in a cynical way, and sometimes people misconstrue that as stupidity or whatever. So I'm trying to find, like, a good voice for my characters that doesn't, you know, I guess, act as a negative or portray young people in a negative way, because that's not the goal. Peter Pan is, you know, the young kids that are in these stories are brave. They're the ones who do make big decisions in you know, in the original storyline. So these are characters that I didn't want to make them, you know, I wanted to write them to where it's believable, the you know, the solutions they come up with to the problems they have for that age group, but also even being a little bit smarter than you as the reader, and maybe come up with something that you wouldn't have thought of. And that's really hard. And I think J.K. Rowling did a really good job at some of that in her book. And so I'm, you know, I wouldn't say Harry Potter was a perfect book. I had a lot of problems with it, but I did like that she tried some interesting things, and she did things that I personally would have never thought of to do. And to me, that makes her a really good writer. So I have a lot of respect for that, big time. I've also been trying to film a lot of stuff this week. You know, I've had, you know, I know I'm going to be on bed rest for a couple days post Thursday. You know, from Thursday evening onward, I'm probably going to be asleep, probably the rest of Thursday night and probably most of Friday. So I'm just trying to get a lot of content recorded before then. And I also have work tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm doing laundry right now, so I have like a ton of stuff. I gotta go pay for my car tomorrow morning, and then my car may be even ready as early as Thursday morning before I go in for surgery. So I might be able to pick it up and park it somewhere, you know, close to my neighborhood, and then, you know, go off to, you know, get my coils put in and stuff. So a lot of stuff I'm trying to juggle this week, but I'm handling it pretty well. And I think one of the reasons is because I've been, you know, cutting out stress when I don't need to be stressed. So, you know, we have, like, I've been writing some at night, but I've been pacing myself. I'm trying not to let Neverland completely kill me. I think the people who backed it, even though I promised they would have it by now, I think ultimately, kind of like with Elan Vital, is I think they would want a quality product, and that's what I'm about putting out, especially when we exceed the goal. Like, my goal was like $900, and I thought that was a really low goal. I mean, all I wanted to do was pay Ashley to, you know, paint the cover for me, and then she ended up doing 2 covers. And then we ended up raising so much money that we put in, you know, little one-page stories and short stories and made a whole nother book. So I'm writing 2 books now, and one of them I had planned, and the other one I had to completely do from scratch. So that took some time in the beginning, and then now that I'm kind of, you know, near a happy place with the short story book, I'm starting to freak out about the main book, and I'm rewriting it and I would say it's not like you know, making a movie where it's like doing reshoots and I'm changing things for the worse. I honestly think I'm improving a lot of the story and a lot of the elements that are happening in it, and I think I'm getting better with the action and better with the dialogue. So again, I just want to put something out there that people are, you know, proud that they backed. And I sometimes, you know, art takes time, and I planned for 1 book and have it ready by now, but now that I'm writing 2 books, even though the second one's a much smaller book, it still caused me to think about things in the main book differently now that I'm writing all these short stories. So a lot has changed, and it took me in unexpected routes. But I think the final product is going to be something people like. All right, and I am done with this set. I'll put the instructions back in here. There's always extra pieces a lot of times in Lego sets. A lot of people wonder why that is, and it's because Lego, and I knew this before working there, I was like researching it online. people, they weigh everything. So when they put pieces in, and they base it off the weight and go, okay, it's perfect, now go on to the next group of pieces that need to be put in. The thing is, these weigh next to nothing, and so sometimes the machine can't pick up that something that weighs anything was actually added to the bag. So that's why sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 of certain pieces. So I don't know if that solves a mystery for any of you. Most of you probably already knew that, especially my Lego friends who watch my channel. So we have here a starter set here. We have like a guy with a full suit on, and he's got like a metal detector, and he's looking around for stuff, which is pretty neat. Then we have this girl here who digs. She's got her pick, and so she can dig for more fossils. And they're basically, what they're doing is they're looking for these lava rocks so that they dig and crack them open, and inside is what I call blue kryptonite, that's what I use some of my extra pieces for. But there's different colors of these. Actually, this is what we use for kryptonite in Lego sets, just green versions, and then I also have like red versions and orange versions. So I'm trying to make different colors of kryptonite for my Superman collection. So that's really what they're digging for, and that's where this little vehicle comes in, which is part of the set. And you take the chain off, and the chain will like wrap around, or it won't wrap around, but it'll attach itself to the rock. So you put this here on the back of the Jeep, and then the other part clips on the top, and so it can drag it down from the mountain or whatever. So you have that. Then you can see the guy driving it is kind of like a scruffy dude, almost like a Chris Pratt looking Jurassic World kind of guy. And then we have a photographer as well, and she's here to document and research everything. So you get all that in the set, which is great because the set is only $9.99, which is pretty cool. And then last but not least, you get this little well, I guess, that they created to help pop up some of these crystals. So what you do is you put the crystal in here with some of these little lava rocks, and then you flip this and everything comes flying out like volcano style. So it's a little like spring that they find, I guess, that has they dug into the trench, drills out some of the lava from the volcano. So this will be at the base of the volcano, but then also some of those blue crystals that they're looking for will come out. So this was a fun little thing to build to wrap up my day. Like I said, doing stuff like this really just kind of decompresses me and helps me calm down. I don't always have money to build stuff, so that's why lately I haven't been building, but I've been buying stuff over the past couple months, just whenever I had extra money, or if I sold some toys and then use that money to like pay, or like I said, I still get paid from Lego, so sometimes I'll take like 20 bucks from that, and I'll put it in to get me something. And sometimes I build right away, and then but lately I've been saving because I knew this week, in these past 2 weeks were coming up, and that it was going to be very stressful, and I would have to fix my car, and then also have get coils put in. So there's it's a good thing I saved all this stuff. And then when I found those Gundams and buried in my closet, that's really great because those will probably be things that I work on too. And then I'm going to get, thanks to my mom who's helping me out through all this, she's getting me one big Lego set. Like I'll probably get the Jestro Volcano Mountain or whatever, which is the biggest, and I think one of the second to final set, because I still need the black mech, which is a Toys R Us exclusive for Nexonites. So that's the only other Nexonite set I need besides the volcano layer. And so the volcano layer of Jestros is probably what I'm going to get while I'm at work this week, and that'll be the thing I sit around and play with. So I probably won't do a video of me speed building it or whatever, because I'll probably slowly work on it over the course of the days that I'm recuperating. But I will do maybe a review video of it, and just we can just check it out in its final form together and check out all the play features. So that'll be fun. A lot of stuff coming up on my channel, so tune in, subscribe, and if you have any requests, let me know, and let me know what you think of my stuff in the comments below. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good night. Bye.